lovelies, welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing another reacting to old photos video because we haven't done one in quite a while, and the last one was quite fun, I think. So I'm hoping I don't have any doubles here. I'm pretty sure it is all stuff that we haven't seen in one of these videos before. So yeah, we're gonna dive into some pictures from whenever I was younger. And where to start? We're gonna start with this one because it's, I think out of all of these when I was youngest, I was like actually a kid in this, and there's a reason I wanted to include this one. So this is a picture of me. I think this was at a Darkness concert. You know the band The Darkness with like super high voices? I'm pretty sure this is a concert of theirs. I've got my little cross necklace and my jeans with the skull painted on them and everything. And the reason I wanted to show this is because when I showed this to Jake, and also whenever I posted this on Instagram, a lot of people had the same reaction and they were like, is that Marilyn Manson? If you're only familiar with like older Marilyn Manson, that might be confusing, but I didn't ever realize until Peel pointed out that it actually does look like Manson whenever he was like really young. Obviously it's not. The timelines like wouldn't line up. I don't think I'd even been born whenever Manson looked like that, but it does look like baby Manson, so it's just so funny. I have no idea who this guy is actually. It was just like someone who was at the show and offered to put me up on his shoulders so I could see better. So that was super nice. It'd be really funny if anyone knows who that is and like all these years later I could find this like random concert dude who looks like baby Marilyn Manson. But yeah, this is just a random person who helped me out at a concert when I was but a wee one. So yeah, I wanted to share that just because of the confusion that it sparked in Jake when he first saw it, because he was like This one is just one of my super old pictures that I thought people would like to see. Back in the day, this is one of my favorites. I actually made that choker with like the really massive spikes. I had it for years as well. I think it's only recently I've lost it, and I'm really upset because I loved that thing. I like put it together by like taking apart 3 other chokers, and I always really loved it. So yeah, there was that. And my wee black and red dreads, which were like my favorite thing when I was little. And that PVC skirt I wore to death. So yeah, this is a super old one. I think I was maybe like 14 or something here. And this is definitely back when like half of my wardrobe consisted of just like various ripped tights. Still sometimes does, but there's a bit more variety now. Still similar makeup style that I sometimes do. In some ways I've changed a lot, and in some ways I really haven't. Quick battery change and we are back. Okay. What else do we have here? I have 2 pictures from, I think it was like one of the gay pride parades that I went to. I don't know why, but back then, like again, I think I was probably 14 or 15 here. I just loved this whole look. So hold on, first of all, this was the entire outfit. I only have like super low res pictures at this point. They've been like uploaded and saved so many times to my computer. But yeah, I love this outfit so much. But like the main thing I'm wearing is like a leotard that I'd had for gymnastics since I was like 9 or something. But like in my head I was like, yes, this works. But yeah, that was like whenever I was like super into my whole like cybergoth thing, and like, you know, I have the goggles and the neon and stuff, and I remember loving this picture so much and thinking I looked like really cool. Honestly, my makeup wasn't even that bad from what I remember. Maybe it shows better in the next picture. But I don't think it was terrible. I think at least some aspects of it were like kind of cool. Let's move on to the picture where it shows better. Here we go. Yeah, like it's not like a super smooth shape and my eyebrows really aren't very good, but like I was trying something. I think it worked out okay. Oh, I still had my nose piercing then. I want it back, but like it hurts so much the first time that I'm afraid. But yeah, I used to love those Pac-Man goggles as well. I don't know what happened to those either. I think like a bunch of stuff I lost in one of our moves, which is really upsetting. But yeah, I remember this being like a super fun day. I used to like live for those parades when I was younger. It was just like such like a good time to hang out with all my friends and stuff, and like just ugh. But yeah, so that was like some peak like neon cybergoth stuff going on. I think I actually had a lot more crystals on my face before this picture was taken, but throughout the day they were just pitter-pattering off. Oh my goodness, a picture of me in my underpants, but it's okay. I imagine most people have probably already seen this one, but yeah, this was like the first time I ever did like anything like this, and I was like super nervous. I don't know why I thought those socks were a good idea. They really didn't match the whole vibe, but but actually, like, I mostly had like a fun day doing this shoot and stuff. Like we had like a bunch of different like little props, like the candy pillows and stuff, but I got so horrendously sick this day, like in the middle of everything. I had to just like run out and puke and then get back to it. But yeah, I used to love doing like little photo shoots and stuff, and I remember like despite this being scary, this was like a fun one, so a little throwback to that. And if you've never seen me in my underwear, then there you go, I'm sorry for that shock. Next up is I don't condone underage drinking, I never will, but you know, that doesn't mean that I was perfect whenever I was younger, and this is a picture from when, again, 14, 15, somewhere in that realm, and I am so drunk here, like so horrendously drunk that I don't think I could even see. I don't even really remember where we were when we took this picture, but yeah, this was like a fun little day out with friends. You know, like teenagers are gonna make mistakes and stuff, so, but you know, I'm being responsible and telling you, if you're underage, do not drink. I've done my part. But yeah, so just for some reason chewing on my dreads. But I do, like, from what I remember of this day, I do remember it being a super fun day out. That was like my favorite corset. I used to love those gloves. My fake fringe, on the other hand, there is in a terrible state of disarray, and no one had told me that one of my dreadfalls had fallen off, and you can clearly see the bun. Oh, like, just always tell your friend whenever something like that is going on. They need to do it. Same with mascara smudgies. Always tell. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I know what I was going for with these eyebrows. Like, they were never meant to look like a normal eyebrow. I was going for like a weird abstract shape, but there's it's still not good. God, yeah. But you know, experimenting and stuff, like, I feel like the concept was there, it just wasn't super well carried out. I used to love those bloody dreadfalls, but like every time we went down to Waterfront, which in Belfast is where all like the alternative kids used to hang out back in the day, you could not wear those things because everyone would just come like pull them, because if you don't know, those tubey things are like really stretchy and bouncy. You can pull them really far and they like spring back up. So like anytime you went to Waterfront wearing those, everyone would be pulling them and sticking their fingers in them, and it was just, it was a bad time. So yeah, that's like my main memory of wearing those around people, was just everyone tugging. I have a couple of pictures from a trip to the zoo not long after Jake moved over here, I believe. So this one is me trying to feed a peacock. If you have me around any animals, I'm going to try to make friends with them, and that was what was going on here. And this was going down the slide at the little play park, and then this is me and Jake on one of the little rides. You would barely recognize him there, my goodness. This is super, super old, but yeah, that is me and Jake. He's wearing my big platforms there, and he's wearing almost all of my clothes. Everything but the jeans in this picture were mine. So yeah, he's wearing like pretty much all my clothes here, but yeah, that was us on the little silly ride. I think there is a video of this somewhere on my channel, like way, way back, but yeah, that was a fun little day at the zoo. This picture was actually from my first ever paid photo shoot, and whenever I like found out that I was going to be doing that, you don't understand how excited I was, guys. I was like bouncing through the house. I'm pretty sure that was the day actually that I like bounced in the hallway when Jake got home from work at the time. This is like a long time ago, and I like leapt up, but we had like a light in the hallway that had like a weird porcelain lamp, and I bounced up and like cracked my head off of that and just fell to the ground. So like there was like a glass panel in our front door, so Jake just saw me bouncing down the hallway, smacking my head and collapsing behind the door, and he was just like, but yes, I was very, very excited. And yeah, I got like a fake cast on it. I think I had two. I think there was one on my leg as well, but yeah, I had like fake casts and everything on for this shoot, so I was all like broken and injured. So yeah, that was like a fun one. That wig is not great, but at the time I thought it was really cool, but that like wigs have made huge advancements since then. I have two pictures that from like a little creepy photo shoot I did back, I don't know how, maybe like 5 years ago or something. And I used to love, no, it'd be longer than that now. God, I'm really bad at keeping track of time. 6 or 7 years ago, and this is like me in my element. I love doing creepy stuff like this, so that is, we went out to like a big abandoned building and spent the day out doing that. Again, there might be like a video from this day of me on like a scooter or something somewhere buried in the depths of my channel, because it was before I actually did YouTube, and if you go back far enough, there's just a bunch of like random crap I used to put up on YouTube, like, you know, just dump strange little videos, and I feel like there might be one from this day. But yeah, that's one of them, and then the other one is this one. So yeah, I used to love doing stuff like this. I still do, I just don't really do it as much anymore, but yeah, love doing the creepy stuff. A couple more. We will look at this one. So this, I know exactly when this was actually. I'm almost certain this was Valentine's Day 2010. And I remember because February in Ireland is cold. It is really, really cold. I'm pretty sure some places in this area were frozen over at this point, and yet here are me and my friend, me wearing not enough clothing in a fountain full of bubbles, throwing bubbles at each other. I think like me and my like at the time like boyfriend or whatever had broken up like a month or two before that, so like, you know, it was Valentine's Day, so me and my friends went out and like had a fun day with like pizza and stuff instead. And so yeah, we ended up in this fountain having the time of our lives, and that was great. So if you're ever sad that you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever for Valentine's Day, don't worry. Get your friends, get a pizza, find a fountain and get some bubble bath and have a great time. I promise, it's lots of fun. We will look at this one because this for ages was one of my profile pictures. And again, this is just like a random photo shoot, but I used to love doing things. Like this is what I did every single weekend when I was younger. It's like around this type of time period, every weekend we would go out and do these photo shoots with this photographer called Aska, and it was just like the best time. We would just drive around to like abandoned locations and stuff doing these pictures. Again, those eyebrows, I know what I was going for, but it didn't work super well. But I miss those eyelashes. I can never find good ones like that anymore. And again, dodgy fringe. Bad eyebrows and bad fringes seem to be the thing. They're all fake fringes and they never worked the way I wanted them to. And finally, before I show this, I have no explanation for what is going on in this picture. I want to show it just because of how ridiculous it is, but I honestly can't tell you why or what. So let's just... I don't know. I don't know why this is I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening with my hand, but there you have it. There I am. There is me. Enjoy, I guess. So yeah, hopefully that was fun. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what your favorite picture was. Try not to roast me too hard, but I thought this would be fun. I like doing these, but I always kind of forget they're an option somehow, so I thought it was time for another. If you did enjoy this, if you enjoyed looking at some of my just terrible eyebrows, give me a thumbs up. Even just give me a thumbs up in sympathy, in solidarity. If you've been there, let me know. I can't be alone. If you're new here and you enjoyed this, consider subscribing. There's lots of other videos to check out. We have videos on all sorts of things, and you can become part of our little family, and we would love to have you. That would be quite lovely. And finally, before you go, if you could, YouTube is not great these days at supporting its creators. Do you remember like back in like 2014 when people like actually like YouTubers liked the platform they were using and thought they were great? Oh, those were the good old days. It's not that great anymore. YouTube just is not, it doesn't, it's constantly ruining my life. So if you would like to fight against that a little bit and support this channel instead, you can check out my Patreon. That would be excellent. That would be wonderful. That would make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside if you would like to support me on there. The link, as always, is down in the description. I hope to see some new faces over there soon. You can pop into our little Discord. You can meet the other lovelies. There's lots of little chats for you guys to have. And yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully you guys will see it. YouTube likes to hide them. Don't forget to check back to my channel every now and again in case anything has been hidden. And I will see you next time. Bye, lovelies!